everybody! It is Saturday Night Live! How are you guys doing tonight on this Saturday Night Live? Tell me about your day. Hey, Dennis! Live from Auction Central. Hey, Adele and Dazzle. Good to have you all with us. Kitty. Dennis, I think you were in first again tonight. How is everybody doing tonight? Tell me what you are grateful for this Saturday Night Live. Pat and the Peanut Gallery. How are you? It has been a long week, but you did it. Another week, week 30 or 31 through this. You did it. Yes, you did. Depending on your count, week 30, 31. It's just another one that you did. You. Yes, you. You did it. You're awesome. We're getting tired looking at next week's schedule. We got a big training week of staff and things that has got a heavy schedule of us with training and such on different things. And it's exhausting just looking at that schedule. But we're excited about it because the future holds such promise. The future is bright. It is bright. It's exciting. And I'm excited for you. What are you grateful for today? Tell me what you're grateful for. One of our new employees, so this was day 2 of the one that started yesterday, and she not only showed up, she was friendly with customers. She is off to a great start. Off to an excellent start. With, 2 days in a row. Hey, I'll take that. You all know what I mean by that. It's tough with staff sometimes, so many wins on that is really a good thing. Good sales this weekend made up for a slower week. Yes, Pat. You can't look at an individual day or a series of days. You have to look at it over a period of time and be thankful for how it comes together. Because it is coming together. It has been coming together all through this. It is a roller coaster. This is a ride, as we celebrate Rebecca's return from Disney. It's the, Millennium Falcon new ride, and we're zipping through space as we go through this. But, it is that kind of thing that we're dealing with right now as we get back to, as the new world adjusts, as we're adjusting our way through this. But we're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it together. So we're going to get there. I said, yesterday, well, I don't think I said it on the air, but, yesterday was a slower Friday. Whatever. Today was a great day. You can't look at any one of them. Period of time, people. Period of time. Even in good times, I don't like to look at things in general in less than a 10-day increment. 7 to 10 days, because you level things out like weather, you level out other things, and in this post-pan or concurrent pandemic world, you level out other weirdness that exists in the universe right now. So, don't let the peanut gallery, Pat, get their undies in a bundle. I know how your peanut gallery gets his undies in a bundle. Don't let that happen, Pat. Tell Dick to chill, the sales will come. If Dick is chilling, the sales will come. It is coming together, people, and you did it. Another week. 30, 31, whichever way you're counting, depending on your part of the country. It is coming together. You are doing it. And hey, I just got a notification that something sold online. So, hey, that's a good thing. I'll take a sale online while we're live. it is coming together. And here we are on Saturday Night Live, Self-Care Sunday Eve, and it's all coming together. It is all coming together. What did I do with glasses? Hang on a second. We can't good morning, good night without glasses. Ah, there they are. Today I was pulling a moment. I was looking for my office glasses, and I finally found them in my briefcase with my briefcase glasses. So what are you going to do? Let's get started here, folks, with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is where we start this program every night. Let's get this party started with it tonight. Let's see where we're at. When you're feeling tired, this isn't a bad one. We are on page 112 tonight in the Good Morning, Good Night book, how we start this program every night. Good morning, rise and shine, or rise and sulk, or rise and weep, or rise and roar. But rise. Yes, we rise. We get every day and we rise. That is how we start. That is how we get going. That is how we face the world. That is how you turn up every day. Turn up and show up every day to face the world. Ooh, I'm excited about that. I'm like, that is the Self-Care Sunday recipe, and it looks magnificent. Talk about comfort food. For those of you that didn't see it, I wanted to, read from Seth's blog today. Adele had posted it, and Seth has, got all sorts of wise wisdom in him, and it was called Two Kinds of Limbo. Uncomfortable limbo happens when we're seeking firm footing and there isn't any. The discomfort comes from not knowing, from our unlimited desire to get through it to the other side. Comfortable limbo is a place to hide. We lull ourselves into complacency because the limbo of being in between feels safe, with no responsibilities. Amazingly, two different people can experience the same limbo in totally different ways. It's not the limbo that's different, it's us. Hey, Florida State! Go Gators? Go Gators? Did I get that right? Hey! That's pretty good. Pat, that's pretty good. Multitasking like that. Congratulations to your granddaughter. Julie Jankowitz is joining the show. Great to have you with us, Julie. It's great to hear from you earlier. Let's see what's going on out there. Well, I got a few things going on in the world tonight. Some positive stuff out there. Let's go for it. Hang on a second here. Okay, Florida Seminoles, Florida Gators, Seminoles. Go Seminoles! All right. All right. Plexiglass shields. Who's put them in? Plexiglass shields are everywhere, but how much do they really help? Plexiglass shields have become ubiquitous at offices, grocery stores, and restaurants across the country. They were even installed on the vice president debate stage a week and a half ago. Given that they're about everywhere, how effective are they? People have pointed them as a tool that they are using to keep people safe, but it's important to know that there's little data to support that they're effective at anything. It's theater. And if you watch the way they're installed, it's even more theater. And people are going around them and doing things all on the sides of them. Let me go. Oh, I can't get to you, so let me give this around. Or here's your slip. Or let me go down here to you. It's not. Overall, it's proven very little scientifically effective, even though the CDC has offered guidance to install physical barriers where feasible to reduce exposure hazards. So a big study shows that not much to them. Not much to them at all. Hey, Cass, how are you? Great to have you here. You know, I found that interesting because I have found them to be a lot of theater, those plexiglass shields. There's not a lot to them. Our friends at Wal-mart, how do you deal with Black Friday crowds? Have 3 Black Fridays. This year's holiday season was just like the rest of 2020, full of surprises. Wal-mart said Wednesday it would be splitting up its Black Friday sales into 3 different events this year in order to contain crowds and to avoid overwhelming the supply chain. There's their real problem. We wanted to prioritize our associate safety. And they said in an exclusive interview on NBC's Today Show. Black Friday deals for days will kick off on November 4th with deals on toys, electronics, and home products, and continue in-store on November 7th. The second event will begin online on November 11th, with markdowns on TVs, computers, tablets, movies, music, and more, continuing in-store on November 14th. Lastly, they'll wrap up the event online on November 25th and in-store on True Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving's. Customers trust Walmart to deliver an amazing Black Friday year after year. Although this year's event looks different, our commitment to what customers depend on for us, the absolute best prices of the season on hot gifts from top brands, hasn't changed. And this can be even better if the government gives more stimulus money out to shoppers. Oh, I added that part. But they said that elsewhere. We covered that. Oh, I gotta, that one's a good one. We're gonna come to that one. Counterfeits could turn a bright, while we're on Black Friday, counterfeits could turn a bright Black Friday bleak. Customers plan to spend money online this Black Friday, but take a dim view of e-commerce platforms that sell counterfeit items. According to a national survey from brand intelligence platform Redpoint, 65% of respondents are likely to spend more online for Black Friday in 2020 than in 2019. Not a big surprise there. With plans to spend on average on Black Friday $289. 75% are planning to shop at online marketplaces such as Amazon and eBay. However, online retailers need to take precautions against the potentially serious problems of counterfeit goods slipping past supply chain safeguards and being sold via their site on Black Friday. 1/4 of respondents have purchased counterfeits on Black Friday, and only 20% said they would use a counterfeit product after finding out it was fake. So, 1 in 4, of respondents have purchased a counterfeit item on Black Friday, and only 1 in 5 of those that purchased would still use it. More than half would ask for a refund, and even more than that would write cautionary tales about where it was purchased from. Counterfeit products also threaten the integrity of brands, etc. While price is a most important factor in making online purchases, it is, people want the real thing. Target is having their headquarters employees in Minneapolis. Target is based in Minneapolis. They are not asking their headquarter employees to return in person till at least June. They've delayed, as other companies have already, delayed the return of employees to the office. Target is just another in a long line of them. But they have not set a date, an official date, but said it will be at least June. Who's feeding the dog? That's what I want to know. Who got the dog during? What's Spot? Right? Isn't Target's dog's name Spot? Who got Spot? Are they, during the pandemic? Oh, everybody gets 1 week. Which Spot? It's like a classroom guinea pig. Everybody gets Spot for 1 week. Lowe's is going to offer curbside trick-or-treating this Halloween. Whoa, we're talking. Lowe's is going to offer curbside trick-or-treating this Halloween. My days have been screwed up. I said to somebody, I replied to somebody, I need to get this done after Labor Day today when I meant after Veterans Day. So, hey, what the heck. Starting now, families can book a spot online for Lowe's Halloween experience at a nearby location where they can drive up to get candy and a small pumpkin for free. Ooh. Costumes are welcome but not required. On October 28th, the retailer is encouraging consumers to carve a pumpkin with a message of gratitude to first responders to celebrate National First Responder Days and share their creation on social media using the hashtag #BuildThanks. There you go. Lowe's, free pumpkin, free candy. Make an appointment. No costume required. It does not say there is an age limit. Hang on a second. Actually, somebody called me on this yesterday. The Bergdorf of dollar stores. I don't know. Does the Bergdorf even matter anymore? The Bergdorf of... no, I'm dating myself. Bergdorf Goodman. Only if you're from New York or wanted to be from New York. But I thought that was a cute title. The Bergdorf of dollar stores. Pop Shelf. Dollar General wants to do what even Netflix couldn't. Make a spin-off that's better than the original. Meet Pop Shelf. A concept from a dollar store that won't be branded as a dollar store. The Vibe. Discount Magnolia Home. Pop Shelf will sell home goods and party supplies catering to suburban women and households making up to $125,000 a year. And they're even going to have charcuterie trays, so you know it's fancy. Charcuterie. Charcuterie? What is charcuterie? Charcuterie. They're going to have it. Okay. Okay, they're going to have cheese and salami. Okay. I don't know, but it's going to be fancy. That'll certainly bring out the dollar store customer. For comparison, so this store is targeted at people making up to $125,000 a year, households. For comparisons, Dollar General's average customer household makes $40,000 a year. Pop Shelf. Pop. P-O-P. Pop. I'm gonna pop. I'm gonna tell you. Hang on a second. No, there's one's opening. Dollar General is one of very few retailers that can test drive upmarket concepts in the age of mass store closures. In quarter two, the chain reported a 19% comparable sales bump. Dollar General will limit Pop Shelf to 30 locations in its first fiscal year, which is restraint for a chain of 16,700 plus stores. But the real key will be wiping Dollar General's fingerprints from Pop Shelf's branding. But the key thing with any spinoff is the new format needs to be its own concept with its own values and positioning. Affluent shoppers want deals, but they don't want to shop somewhere that sounds cheap. Dollar General stores sell groceries and essentials in rural areas where there are few stores. Pop Shelf's entering suburban centers with 100% impulse buys. Those discretionary items can already be found at retailers like Five Below, Dollar Tree, Wal-mart, and Target. But Dollar General executives said Pop Shelf stores will spread surprise items into stores on a regular basis, mirroring the treasure hunt experience of TJ Maxx and ideally driving multiple visits. And we'll know Pop Shelf is a success if the target customer never finds out who's pulling the strings. You know, it looks a little trendier. Here's a picture of one of the first stores. And the first store, the first two locations are near Nashville, Tennessee, in Hendersonville and Clarksville, Tennessee. So it'll be interesting to see what they make of that. But it is a different concept. It is interesting, and I've had some people get scared about it coming in, you know, if they open it in their area. Because I already had people call me and say, have you heard about this, and what happens if this? And I'm like, chill. Chill. You know, worry about you. Worry about you. Don't worry about everything else. And really, again, what some of the big guys are doing is helping fuel the interest in resale. I mean, this isn't resale related, but with what Dollar General is doing. But, you know, to go from a 20-something billion dollar industry to a $50 billion industry in a couple of years, which is what people are saying is going to happen to the resale industry, you need some of the big players to fuel interest in it and spark that creativity. So that is helping us all. It's not, it is going to be a good thing, okay? Not a bad thing. National rent collections in September, you know, restaurants and theaters helped keep it below 90%. Paid rents at retail centers ticked up from 81% in August to 83% in September. Still far below the 93% collected last year at this time. And the main reason is restaurants and theaters whose businesses remain severely hampered by social distancing regulations. You know, with even restaurants and theaters still open in many states, the occupancy limits and distancing requirements most states are requiring is keeping that in a very unprofitable. I mean, the number one movie this week raked in $3 million. $3 million. Which is like 5% of what the number one movie raked in the same time last year. Okay? So just as a concept of what's happening in the bloodbath that is the theater industry, restaurants are having a hard time. In the northern states, it's going to get more interesting as things are cold. They've had outside dining, but outside dining doesn't work as well as it gets cold. And it comes with a lot more cost, even if you're trying to make it work with heaters and other things out there. So it's going to be interesting, people. So, you know, after movie theaters, the most delinquent rent-paying categories in retail were fitness centers, salons, specialty restaurants, and apparel. Regal Cinemas paid no rent in September. Other scant-paying brands included Cinépolis, Francesca's, Orange Theory, Regis, and 24-Hour Fitness. The most faithful rent payers were drugstores, followed by banks and pet supply stores, home improvement, office supplies, shoes, beauty supplies, and specialty food stores. And they're the essential stores that sell essential goods that never closed during this, are starting to see major declines in their record-setting COVID-19 grosses in August compared to July. Average per supermarket sales dropped 44% in August to July. Dollar stores fell 28%, and beauty supply shops dropped 27%. So very interesting what's happening there. In what I believe is the first of its kind, a bank is suing a customer over a PPP loan. A New York bank is suing 10 companies and 2 of their shareholders to recover nearly $2 million given out through PPP loans. The main reason, and I know the bank and I know who it is, I even know somebody that was on the board of this bank. Not when this loan was given, though. The main reason was for the lawsuit, and again, its intent, okay, is the money wasn't used as intended in the loan documents for payroll and keeping jobs, okay? You know, if you remember back when this all started, and I was like, people are like, well, so what if it's not forgiven? It's a cheap loan. You know, it's only 1%. And here's a bank saying, okay, we're suing you because you didn't use this money like you said you were going to. And I think that's kind of interesting. You know, it really depends on what they put in the loan covenants and everything else. You know, obviously the bank doesn't expect this loan to get forgiven at all, 1. And 2, they expect the debt to go bad because this was to a restaurant company. But it's very interesting how they're suing them for misuse of this. So it's going to be an interesting lawsuit to follow as that happens. And you know, it's in a this chain of restaurants is a franchisee of Golden Corral, among others, and so that was a very hard hit. You know, the all-you-can-eat buffet isn't coming back anytime soon. But it is interesting to see how that. It's going to be interesting to watch this to see how this unfolds with the bank actually suing. So not the federal government getting involved in it, the actual bank that issued the loan is doing this. So it is definitely one that I'll be following and keeping an eye on as this plays out, because it could lead to other lawsuits for misuse of PPP funds for people who were like, okay, I'll just have a cheap loan. It's not a good loan, people. It's only good if if your plan is to have it forgiven. Tonight is Self-Care Sunday Eve. Self-Care Sunday Eve. Sunday is the day we've set aside since the beginning of this for Self-Care Sunday. Self-Care Sunday is a day where you talk about taking care of you. Taking a moment out, taking a deep breath, taking a walk, turning it off for just a little bit, okay? Tuning it down, okay? Taking some internal reflection time. Some time to go and smell the roses or whatever there's still left of to smell in your garden. That is what this time is about. We've also made it about the Resale Strong Cookbook. The Resale Strong Cookbook, where you can find all the recipes we've covered here at narts.org/resalestrong with a special link directly right there to the Resale Strong Cookbook. I forget the new link name, but I know Adele's got it right there at the top of the Resale Strong page. And this week, you know, in honor of the end of Rebecca's Disney trip, okay, last week we had the gray stuff, okay, from Beauty and the Beast. which she had at Beauty and the Beast Castle, where she had Be Our Guest restaurant. This week, we are continuing to cook up the magic. Cooking up the Disney magic. What's more exciting than Disney magic? Okay? Straight from the 2020 Epcot Taste of International Food and Wine Festival, we bring comfort to this weekend's Self-Care Sunday recipe. Gourmet macaroni and cheese with Boursin, garlic, and fine herb cheese topped with herbed panko.
Oh, that's really good. I had that.
Oh, that's really good. I had that. Okay? Says my peanut gallery. Oh, it's really good. I had that. It looks really good. Look at that picture. That'll be up in the Nart's private Facebook page within the hour. It might even be up now. Kath says it's a fancy name for cheese and crackers. But it's good cheese and crackers. And you can have it with your charcuterie.
Chartreuse is a color.
Okay, charcuterie. You can have it with your charcuterie. Even Adele is going that this is yummy. Yes, narts.org/resalestrong REC for the narts.org Resale Strong Recipe Cookbook. Cooking up the magic, recipe straight from the Disney kitchen. And this is from the 2020 Epcot Taste of International Food and Wine Festival, which Rebecca said listed tonight as we're catching up. She just got back a couple hours ago, and she was listing that as one of the things she wished she had more time on to eat her way around the world there, because they really did enjoy eating that. But that is an awesome Self-Care Sunday recipe. Nothing says comfort food like fancy macaroni and cheese. It's football Sunday. I think they're still playing football. And, this is a good thing. Another way to rock our way through Rocktober, people. Just Rocktober it. That's where I'm going, Rocktober. This video and everything we talk about here goes over to narts.org/Resale Strong by noon the next day. Noon! You got the Resale Strong cookbook there. You got all the files that we talk about. Everything that I reference is there. These videos with a link to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store is there. You can go right to that link. See all the videos in order. Find the ones you missed. Like, comment, subscribe. Click the bell so you're notified when another one drops. Ding, ding. And stay up to date with everything we're doing. But it's also there so you can share it with everybody you know in business. Butcher, baker, candlestick maker, mouse ears at Disney. I don't care. Whoever it is, we're going to get them to the other side. Share the page. We want everybody to get to the other side of this. I am here every night at More 8 Than Ish. More 8 Than Ish. Nightly in the Narts private Facebook group. I am here to answer your questions, bring you up to date on what's happening in the world, and generally bring a smile to your face. And we do that nightly live at More 8 Than Ish. When you have a question in between, and there's been a lot of them lately. I mean, we had concerns over Pop Shelf and how that was going to affect things. I've had concerns about rents and different things lately. A lot of different questions lately. When you have a question you don't know the answer to, or it's more personal than you want to bring up here in the group, that's okay. You just email me. Neil, Neil, at ECIstores.com. Neil at ECIstores.com. Make sure you include your phone number so I can give you a call back. We start this program every night, with the Good Morning, Good Night book. The Good Morning, Good Night book is where we kick this program off. If you were not here at the top of the program tonight, we're on page 112, where our good morning is, good morning, rise and shine, or rise and sulk, or rise and weep, or rise and roar, but rise. Our good night tonight is good night, rest and relax, or rest and rejoice. or rest and redouble your efforts. But rest, because tomorrow's Self-Care Sunday. Rest, people, rest. Rest. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party, a wedding, a bar mitzvah, birthday month. We will party again. We will party in person. Yes, we will. But until we're together to do that again, and we will be, know that I will be here tomorrow night again at more 8 than-ish to kick off week 31 or 32, depending on how you're counting. Yes, I will. Until then, know that you and you, but most especially you, yes, you're not alone running this store. It's time for dessert, I guess. Have a great night, everybody.